You don't necessarily have to be the most driven, motivated person in the world, but if you have a vision for yourself, over time you will start to understand that achieving that vision is possible. You just have to have an idea about what can get you to that point and who you need to help influence you or help guide you to get there.
We have the beginning, middle and end of a book. We have no control over the beginning, we have no control over the end. We have that massive chunk in the middle, and that's where the climax happens. That's where all the really exciting stuff happens.
Hey guys, welcome to Make Way. My name's Ellie. In today's video, it's something that I'm really excited about because I'm always doing this myself. I'm always looking ahead and trying to figure out what I can put in place to make sure it happens. And my big question to you today is, what is your vision? What is your vision for your life? Where do you see yourself in the future? Think about it as a lifestyle. Because if you have a vision for your life, but it's not necessarily a lifestyle, it's more focused around a thing or a person or a place or a job, it's really hard to envision your actual life itself, because jobs come with a lifestyle. Being a teacher comes with a teacher lifestyle. Being an entrepreneur comes with an entrepreneurial lifestyle. Becoming a parent has its own lifestyle. That's one thing that people tend to, at younger ages, even I did this as well, tend to forget or not think about what their chosen career pathway or alternative pathway will mean for them in terms of their actual life. So when you think about your vision, I want you to create a specific image. Imagine it's a 1,000 piece jigsaw. What are all those pieces made up of? Think about who's in it, who's made the cut in your future, or who you'd like to make the cut and who you need to kind of go and meet to be able to make this vision a reality. Where do you want your energy and time to go in terms of work or creating a source of income? How much money do you want to be making? Is that job able to give you the money that you want? Where do you want to be? Physically, country-wise, city-wise, whereabouts do you want to be located? Think about your friendship circles and your professional networks. How big do you want them to be? Do you want to have a broader range of friends that you hang out with, or do you want to downsize it big time because it's too huge and you're giving too much of your time away right now? What do you imagine your future to be once the issues you currently see and the obstacles you're currently facing are over and done with? Or at least being put into a position where they're no longer causing you a struggle. Think about the why the whole time as well. And of course we're going to continue to have struggles as we get older and make decisions, and of course decisions aren't always stuck to, but once you have a clear vision in your head of what your ideal situation would look like across the board and see whether those things match up with each other, you'll start to understand what you need to reduce or amplify or change. You then also give yourself permission to zigzag to get there, because sometimes making $1 million doesn't mean you have to do one thing your whole life. You can zigzag in between jobs that can get you more skills to be able to get to the job you need to get that money. There are lots of different ways to achieve particular goals, but once you have like a vision of what you want in your life or what you prefer to have in your life later on, everything you do then starts to slowly align with that, because you realize that actually, is this going to give me what I want? Is this leading to this part of my vision map being accomplished? I'm going to give you a little activity, and it's related to the film industry and the filming world. It's called Lights, Camera, Action. First thing I want you to do is imagine you are setting up your vision on a film set and the director says lights. There's a red light coming up on all of the things that you don't want in your life in the future, and there's a green light coming up on all of the things that you do want in your future. I want you to identify the reds and the greens, and then obviously the bit in the middle is the orange, is the things that you're not completely sure of right now, which is fine. Everyone has those. The second thing is the camera. Think of a comic book. Think of each box and what's in each box and who's in it and who says what, and start to kind of visualize what you need to put in place to reach the final ending of the story. And the last one is action. Of course, that's when things start to take place. Once you've highlighted with those lights the different things that you want to keep, change or get rid of, once you've storyboarded what that looks like in a real sense and what you need to bring in or get rid of, or who you need to hire to help you, then you put things into play. You start taking actions, break down those steps of what you actually need to do, the stage directions. And once you have that in place, usually I tend to find that nothing can stop me. And you don't necessarily have to be the most driven, motivated person in the world, but if you have a vision for yourself, over time you will start to understand that achieving that vision is possible. You just have to have an idea about what can get you to that point and who you need to help influence you or help guide you to get there. So of course guys, that is directly related to the whole authorship thing of your life, looking at outcomes and strategies and what the main goal is, what the main aim is of the main character being you. Feel free to get in touch if you want any more clarification or time with me on this subject. But apart from that, do subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram for more updates about where Make Way is going and where the Big Sister project is going and how they're kind of intertwining in terms of the overall goal and the journey of this. Take care guys, see you later.